ground is bloody.
What a pitiful sight.
We see the grounds whereon these woes do lie. But the true ground of all these piteous woes we cannot, without circumstance, describe.
Oh heavens, oh strife, look how my daughter bleeds.
For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo. Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene.
Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene. Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene. Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge breaks to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean.
From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their lives, whose misadventurous, piteous overthrows doth with their death bury their parents' strife.
The fearful passage of their death-marked love, and the continuance of their parents' rage,
Which, but their children's ends, naught could remove, is now the 2 hours traffic of our stage. Those of you with patience ears attend, what here shall miss, oratorial shall strive.
cement.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
But do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
No, sir, I do not bite my thumb at you, sir. But I bite my thumb.
Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, sir, no, sir.
For if you do, I am for you. I serve as good a man as you.
No better?
Well, sir!
Heart fools! What art thou drawing with these heartless hinds? Turn thee, Benvolio, look upon thy death.
I do, but keep the peace.
Peace? Drawn and talk of peace? I hate the word as I hate hell. All Montagues and thee have at thee. Coward.
Villain.
Tyrant.
Liar.
Traitor!
Let's do this.
What is this, old Montague?
Thou villain, Capulet!
Rebellious subjects, enemies to peace, profaners of this neighbor's faith, still will they not hear? What ho, you men, you beasts, that quench the fire of your pernicious rage with purple fountains issuing from your veins. On pain of torture from those bloodied hands, throw your mistempered weapons to the ground, and hear the sentence of your moved prince. If ever you disturb these streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. For at this time, all the rest part away.
Who set this ancient quarrel new abroach? Speak! Benvolio, were you by when it began?
Here were the servants of your adversary and yours. Close fighting ere I did approach. I drew to part them, but in an instant came the fiery tumult.
Romeo. Where is Romeo? Saw you him today? Right glad I am he was not at this fray.
Sir, early walking did I see your son. Towards him I made, but he was ware of me and stole into the covert of the wood.
Many a morning hath he been seen, with tears augmenting the fresh morning's dew, adding to clouds, more clouds with his deep sighs. Away from light steals home my heavy son, in private in his chamber pens himself, shuts up his windows, locks fair daylight out, and creates himself an artificial night. Black and portentous must his humor prove, unless good counsel may the cause remove.
My noble uncle, do you know the cause?
I neither know it nor can learn of him. Could we but learn from whence his sorrows grow, I would as willingly give cure as know.
I'll know his grievances, or be much denied. I do but keep the peace.
All Montagues are cowards. Bunch of fools. Come.
Tomorrow, cousin.
Oh, is the day so young?
The news struck 9.
I me, sad hours seem long.
What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having that which having makes him short.
In love?
Out.
Of love?
Out of her favor, where I am in love.
Alas, that love so gentle in his view could be so tyrannous and rough in proof.
This love feel I that feel no love in this. Dost thou not laugh?
Tell me in sadness, who is it that you love?
In sadness, cousin, I do love a woman.
I aimed so near when I suppose you loved.
Yeah, and in that hit you miss. Shall not be hit with Cupid's arrow. She hath Diane's wit, and in strong proof of chastity well armed, from love's weak childish bow she lives uncharmed. Oh, she is rich in beauty, only poor that when she dies, dies her store.
Then she hath sworn she will still live in chase?
She hath, and in that sparing makes huge waste. For beauty, starved with all severity, cuts beauty off from all posterity. She is too wise, too fair, wisely too fair to merit bliss by making me despair. Oh, she hath forsworn to love, and in that vow do I live dead, then live to tell it now.
Be ruled by me, forget to think of her.
Oh, teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty unto thine eyes, examine other beauties.
Farewell. Thou canst not teach me to forget.
I'll pay that doctorate, or else die in debt.
"'Tis not hard, I think, for men so old as we to keep the peace.
Of honorable reckoning are you both, and pity 'tis you lived at odds so long. But now, my lord, what say you to my suit?
But saying o'er what I have said before, my daughter is but a stranger to the world. She hath not seen the change of 14 years. Let 2 more summers wither in their pride, ere we may think her ripe to be a bride.
2 more summers, younger than she are happy mothers made.
And those too soon marred are those so early made. Earth has swallowed all my hopes but she. She is the hopeful lady of my earth. But woo her, gentle Paris, get her heart. My will to her consent is but a part. This night I hold a well-accustomed feast, to which I have invited many a guest, much of which I love, you among the store. One more most welcome makes my number more. Asura, trudge about through fair Verona and find those persons out, whose names are written here, and to them say, my house most welcome on their pleasure stay.
Find them out whose names are written here. Huh. I'm sent to find those persons whose names are here writ, and can never find what names the writing person hath here writ. I must still learn. In good time.
Touch, man! One fire burns out another's burning. One pain is lessened by another's anguish. Turn giddy and be helped by backward turning. One desperate grief cures with another's languish. Take thou some new infection of thy eye, and the rank poison of the old will die. Why, Romeo, art thou mad?
Not mad, but bound like a madman is. Shut up in prison, kept without my food, whipped and tormented and... Good e'en, good fellow.
Good e'en. I pray, sir, can you read?
Aye. Mine fortune is my misery.
Perhaps you've learned of that book, but I pray, can you read anything you see?
Aye, if I know the letters and the language.
You say it honestly. Rest you merry.
Stay, fellow, I can read. Senor Placento and his lovely wife. Oh, Signor Valentino and his wife and daughters. Rosalind and Libya and their cousin Tybalt, a fair assembly. Whither should they come?
Up
Whither? To supper?
to our house.
Whose house?
Oh, my master's.
Indeed, I should have asked thee that before.
No, I'll tell you without asking. My master is the great rich Capulet. And if you be not of the house of Montagues, I pray you come and crush a cup of wine. Rest you merry.
At this same ancient feast of Capulets sups the fair Rosaline, whom thou so loves, with all the other admired beauties of Verona. Go thither with the unattained eye, compare her face to some that I shall show, and I will make thee think thy swan a crow.
I'll go along, no such sight to be shown, but to rejoice in splendor of mine own.
Nurse! 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 Where is my daughter? Call her forth to me.
Oh, I bade her come. What lamb, what ladybird? Oh, God forbid. Where is this girl? Juliet?
How now? Who calls?
Your mother.
Oh, madam, I am here. What is your will?
This is the matter. Nurse, please leave us. We must talk in secret. Nurse, come back. I've remembered me. Thou must hearst our counsel. Thou knowest my daughter's of a pretty age.
Ah, Faith, I can tell her age into an hour.
She's not 14.
Oh, I'll lay 14 of my teeth, and yet to my teen be it spoken I have. But 4, she's not 14. How long is it now till August 1st?
A fortnight in odd days.
Even or odd of all days of the year, come July's end, shall she be 14. Oh, Susan and she, God rest all Christian souls, were of an age. Well, Susan is with God, she was too good for me. But as I said, come July's end, shall she be 14, that shall she marry. I remember it well, 'tis since the earthquake now 11 years, and she was weak.
Enough of this. I pray thee, hold thy peace.
Peace I have done. Oh, God, mark thee to his grace. That was the prettiest babe I ever nursed. If I should live to see thee married once, I shall have my wish.
Mary? That Mary is the very theme I came to talk of. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stand your disposition to be married?
It is an honor that I dream not of.
An honor? Were not I thine old nurse, I would say thou hast sucked wisdom from thy teeth.
Well, think of marriage now. Younger than you here in Verona, ladies of esteem are already made mothers. By my count, I was your mother much upon these years that you are now a maid. Thus, in brief, the valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
A man, young lady, such a man as all the world. Why? He's a man of wax.
Verona summer hath not such a flower.
Nay, in faith, a flower, a very flower.
What say you? Can you love the gentleman? This night you shall behold him at our feast, read o'er the volume of young Paris's face, and find delight writ there with beauty's pen. Can you like of Paris's love? So shall you share all that he doth possess. And by having him, making yourself no less.
No less, nay, bigger, women ago by men.
Speak briefly.
I'll look to like, if looking like him move, but no more deep will I indulge mine eye than your consent gives strength to make it fly.
Oh, Juliet, the county stays.
Go, girl, seek happy nights, happy days.
Give me a torch. I'm not for this ambling. Being but heavy, I will bear the light.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance.
Not I, believe me. You have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have a soul of lead. So stakes me to the ground, I cannot move.
You are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings and soar with them above a common bound.
I am to soar and pierce it with his shaft, to soar with his light feathers. So bound, I cannot bound a pitch above a dull woe. Under love's heavy burden do I sink.
And to sink beneath it should you burden love. Too great oppression for such a tender thing.
Oh, is love a tender thing? It is too rough, too rude, too boisterous, and it pricks like thorn.
If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Prick love for pricking, and you beat love down. Come, we burn daylight. Oh!
Nay, that is not so.
I mean, sir, that in delay we waste our lights. Lights by day. Take our good meaning, for our judgment sits 5 times in that are once in our 5 wits.
I know we mean well in going to this mask, but 'tis no wit to go.
Why, may one ask?
I dreamt a dream tonight.
And so did I.
Well, what was yours?
That dreamers often lie.
In bed asleep, they often dream things true.
Oh, then I see Queen Mab hath been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and she comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone on the forefinger of an alderman, drawn by a team of little atomi over men's noses as they lie asleep. Her wagon spokes made of long spinner's legs, her covers of the wings of grasshoppers, her traces of the smallest spider web, her collars of the moonshine's watery beams, her whip of cricket bone, the lash of film, her wagoner a small gray-coated gnat, not half so big as a round little worm pricked from the lazy finger of a maid. Her chariot is an empty hazelnut made by the joiner squirrel or old grub, time out of mind, the fairies' coachmakers. And in this state she gallops night by night through lovers' brains, and then they dream of love on courtiers' knees who dream of curtsies straight, or lawyers' fingers who dream straight on fees, or ladies' lips who straight on kisses dream, which oft the angry mad with blisters plagues, because their breaths with sweetmeats tainted are. Sometimes she driveth over a courtier's nose, and then dreams he of smelling out a suit. Or sometimes comes she with a tithe pig's tail, tickling a parson's nose as he lies asleep, then dreams he of another benefice. Sometimes she driveth over a soldier's neck, and then dreams he of cutting foreign throats, of breeches and mosquitoes and Spanish blades, of helps 5 fathom deep, and then anon drums in his ear, at which he starts and wakes, and being thus frighted, swears a prayer or 2 and sleeps again. This is the very Mab that plats the manes of horses in the night, and bakes the elf locks in foul sluttish hairs, which once untangled, much misfortune bodes. This is the hag, when maids lie on their backs, that presses them and lends them first to bear, making them women of good carriage. This is she.
Peace! Peace, Mercutio, peace, thou talkest of nothing.
True, I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy, as thin of substance as the air, and more inconstant than the wind, who woos even now the frozen bosom of the north, and being angered, puffs away from thence, turning his side to the dew-dropping south.
The wind you talk of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done and we shall come too late.
I fear too early, for my mind misgives some consequence, yet hanging in the stars shall bitterly begin his fearful date with the life, and close it in my breast with some untimely death. But he that hath the steerage of my sail directs my course. On, lusty gentlemen!
Yes. Wait for me!
Welcome, gentlemen. Tonight, ladies that have their feet unplagued with corns will walk about with you. Welcome, gentlemen. You are welcome, gentlemen. Come, musicians, play. A hall, give room. And foot it, girls. More light, you knaves. And turn the tables up. And quench the fire, the room is grown too hot. Ah, sirrah, this unlooked for sport comes well. Nay, sit, good cousin Capulet, for you and I are past our dancing days.
Now old desire doth in his deathbed lie, when young affection gapes to be his heir.
What ladies that doth enrich the hand of yonder knight? Oh, she do teach torches to burn bright. If my heart loved till now, forswear its sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this night.
That, by my sight, should be a Montague.
Two households, both alike in dignity.
What dares the slave come hither covered with an antic face to fleer and scorn our solemnity? Now, by the stock and honor of my kin, to strike him dead, I hold it not a sin.
In fair Verona, where we lay our scene.
I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine. The gentle sin is this: my lips, two blushing pilgrims, ready stand to smooth the rough touch with a tender kiss.
Oh, good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have saints not lips, and holy palmers too?
Aye, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh, then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do. They pray. Grant thou lest faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not, while my prayer's effect I take.
That fair for which love groaned for and would die, with tender Juliet matched, is now not fair.
Why, how now, kinsman? Wherefore storm you so?
Uncle, there is a Montague, our foe, a villain that is hither come in spite to scorn at our solemnity this night.
From ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean.
'Tis he, that villain Romeo.
From forth the fatal loins of these two foes.
Young Romeo, is it?
A pair of star-crossed lovers take their lives.
Thus, from my lips by thine, my sin is purged.
Then have my lips a sin that they have took.
Sin from my lips, O trespass sweetly urged, give me my sin again.
Content thee, gentle coz, let him alone. And to speak truth, Verona brags of him to be a virtuous and well-governed youth. I would not, for the wealth of all this town, do him disparagement. Therefore be patient, take no note of him. It is my will, the which thou will respect, show a fair presence, and put off these frowns, an ill-beseeming semblance for a feast.
It fits when such a villain is our guest. I'll not endure him.
He shall be endured. What good man, boy, I say he shall. Go to.
The continuance of their parents' rage.
Am I the master here, or you? Go to.
Which of their children's egg naught could remove.
He shall be endured. God shall mend my soul. You'll make a mutiny among my guests.
Why, uncle, 'tis a shame.
Go to. Go to.
I will withdraw, but this intrusion shall, now seeming sweet, convert to bitterest gall.
Civil blood makes civil hands unclean. Now Romeo's beloved and loved again, alike bewitched by the charm of looks.
Oh, you kissed by the book.
Oh, madam! Your mother craves a word with you.
What is her mother?
Merry bachelor, her mother's the lady of the house.
Is she a Capulet? Oh, dear Count, my life is in foe's debt.
Oh, come hither, nurse. What is yon gentleman? What is he that now is going out of door? If he be married, my grave is like to be my wedding bed.
Oh, his name is Romeo and a Montague, the only son of your great enemy.
And she steals some sweet bait from fearful hooks.
My only love sprung from my only hate, too early seen, unknown, and known too late. Prodigious birth of love, it is to me that I must love a loathed enemy.
What is this? What is this?
A rhyme I learned even now, of one I danced with thou.
Oh, we must away! Anon!
Being held a foe, he may not have access to breathe such vows as lovers used to swear.
Can I go forward when my heart is here? Turn back dull earth and find thy center out.
She is much in love, her means much less to meet her new beloved anywhere.
Oh, Juliet! Juliet!
Passion lends them power time needs to meet, tempering extremities with extreme sweet.
Romeo! Romeo! He is wise, and on my life hath stolen him home to bed.
He ran this way and left this orchard wall. Call, good Mercutio.
Nay, I'll conjure too. Romeo, humors, madman, passion, lover. I conjure thee by Rosalind's bright eyes, by her high forehead and scarlet lip, by her fine foot, straight leg, and quivering thigh.
And if he hear thee, thou wilt anger him.
This cannot anger him.
Come, he hath hid himself among these trees to be consorted with the humorous night. Blind is his love, and best befits the dark.
If love be blind, love cannot hit the mark. Romeo, good night. I'll to my truckle bed. This field bed is too cold for me to sleep. Come, shall we go?
Go then, for 'tis in vain. To seek him here, that means not to be found.
She jest at scars that never felt a wound. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. It is my lady, oh, it is my love, oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing, what of that? Her eyes discourses, I will answer it. Oh, I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Ay me.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel.
Oh, Romeo. Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father, and refuse thy name. Or if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Should I speak at this, or shall I hear more?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's a Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other word would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain the dear perfection which he owes without that title. O Romeo, doff thy name, and for thy name, which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I will never be Romeo.
What man art thou that must but screen tonight, so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name I know not how to tell thee who I am. For my name, dear saint, is hurtful to myself because it is an enemy to thee. Had I written, I would tear the word.
Oh, mine ear have not yet drunk 100 words of thy tongue's uttering, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo? And a Montague?
Neither, fair maid, if either thee dislike.
Oh, how camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art. Oh, if any of my kinsmen find thee here!
With love's light wings that overperch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eyes than 20 of their swords.
I would not for the world they saw thee here.
But I've night's cloak to hide me from their eyes. And, lest thou love me, let them find me here. For my life would be better ended by their hate than death prorogued wanting of thy love.
Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet, if thou swearest they mayst prove false, at lovers' perjuries they say Jove laughs. O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I vow.
Swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
not swear at all. Or, if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the god of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
Lady, of my heart's dear love.
Oh, well, do not swear. Although I joy in thee, I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden.
Wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank and give it thee again, and yet I wish but for the thing I have. Anon, good nurse! Oh, sweet Montague, be true, stay but a little. I will come again.
Oh, blessed night, I am afeard being in night. This is all but a dream. Too flattering, sweet to be substantial.
Three words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow by one that'll procure to come to thee, where and what time that thou wilt perform the rite. And all my fortune at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
Madame!
I come anon. But if thou meanst not well, I do beseech thee.
Madame!
By and by I come to cease thy strife and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow will I send.
So thrive my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times left wanting of thy light. My dear,
What o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
by the hour of 9.
Oh, I will not fail. 'Tis 20 year till then. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
Let me stand here without remembrance.
Good night. Oh, good night. Parting me is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Sleep well in thine eyes, peace in thy breast. Would I were sleep in peace to rest. Hence will I go to my ghostly friar's close cell, for his help to crave, my dear hap to tell.
Civil hands unclean, passion unpowered, time meets to meet, tempering extremities with extreme sweet.
We see the grounds whereon these woes do lie. But the true grounds of all these hideous woes we cannot without circumstance describe.
Within the infant rind of this weak flower, poison hath residence and medicine power. For this being smelt, that part cheers each part, being tasted stays all senses with the heart.
Good morrow, father.
What early tongue so sweet saluteth me? Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
The last is true, the sweeter rest was mine.
God pardon sin, was thou with Rosaline?
With Rosaline, my ghostly father? No, I've forgotten that name, and that name's woe.
That's my good son. But where hast thou been then?
I'll tell thee ere ask it me again. I've been feasting with mine enemy.
Be plain, good son, and humbling thy drift. Riddling confession finds but riddling shrift.
Then plainly know that my heart's dear love is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet. So mine on hers, so hers is set on mine, and all combined, save that must combine through holy marriage, when and where and how we wooed. I'll tell thee as we pass, but this I pray that thou consent to marry us today.
Holy Saint Francis, what a change is here. But isn't what Rosaline thou didst love so dear, so soon forsaken? Then young men's affection lies not in their heart, but in their eyes.
Thou chidest me oft for loving Rosaline.
For doting, not for loving, pupil mine.
I pray thee, chide me not, For her I love now. Grant love for love, and faith for faith allow. The other did not so. Come then, come go with me. In one respect I'll thy assistant be. For your two households' alliance may so happily prove to turn your two households' rancor to pure love. Then come, I stand on sudden haste. Wisely and slow, they stumble that run fast.
Where the devil could this Romeo be? Why, that pale, hard-hearted wench, that Rosalind, torments him such that he will sure run mad. Tybalt. A challenge on my life.
Romeo will answer it.
Alas, poor Romeo, he is already dead. Run through the air with a love song, and is he a man to encounter Tybalt?
Why? What is Tybalt?
More than a prince of cats. Nay, he's the courageous captain of compliments. He fights as you sing prick song, keeps time, distance, and proportion. He rests his minim rests, 1, 2, and the third in your bosom. The very butcher of a silk button, a duelist, a gentleman of the very first house and of the first and second cause. Ah, the immortal passado, the punta de verso, the hey!
The what?
If that thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow by one that'll be cure to come to thee. Good nurse! And all my fortune at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world. Good nurse! My bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love as deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite.
So smile the heavens upon this holy act, that after our sorrow chide us not.
Amen, amen, but come what sorrow can, it cannot countervail the exchange of joy that one short minute gives me in her sight.
Wisely and slow, they stumble that run fast.
Tybalt! The pox of such an antic, lisping, affecting phantasmes, these new tuners of accent. By Jesu, a very good blade, a very tall man, a very good whore. Is it not a lamentable thing, grandsire, that we should be thus afflicted with these strange flies, these fashion mongers, these pardon me's, who stand so much on the new form they cannot sit at ease on the old bench? Oh, their bones, their bones.
Here comes Romeo. Here comes Romeo.
Without his roe, like a dried herring. Flesh, oh flesh, how art thou fishified? Signor Romeo, bonjour. There's a French salutation for your French slop. You gave us the counterfeit fairly last night.
Good morrow to you both. What counterfeit did I give to you?
The slip, sir, the slip. Can you not conceive?
Pardon, good Marcusio, my business was great, and in such a case as mine, a man might strain courtesy.
That's as much to say a case such as yours constrains a man to bow in the hands.
Meaning to curtsy.
Thou hast most kindly hit it.
A most courteous exposition.
Nay, I am the very pink of courtesy.
Pink? For flower.
Right.
Then why, then, is my pump real flower?
Sure wit, follow me this jest now till thou hast worn out thy pump, that when the single soul of it is worn, the jest may remain, solely singular.
O single-souled jest, solely singular for the singleness.
Come between us, good Benvolio, my wits faints. But see, is not this better than groaning for love? Now art thou sociable, now art thou Romeo, now thou art what thou art.
God you. Good morrow, gentlemen.
God you good Ian, fair gentlewoman.
Is it good Ian?
'Tis no less, I tell you, for the body hand of the dial is now upon the prick of noon.
Out! Upon you, what a man are you?
One that God hath made himself to mar.
Gentlemen, can any of you tell me where I might find the young Romeo?
I can tell you, but young Romeo will be older when you sought him than when you found him, for I am the youngest of that name, for fault of a worse.
You say, oh, well. Yeah, is the worst well? Very well took, I faith, wisely. Wisely? Well, if you be him, I deserve some confidence with thee.
She will indict him to some supper.
Abod, so ho. Romeo, will you come to your father's?
I will follow you.
Farewell, ancient lady. Farewell, lady. Oh, Aphor! God! I am so vexed, every part about me quivers! Scurvy knave! Pray you, sir, a word. As I told you, my young lady bid me inquire you out. What she bid me say, I shall keep to myself. But first, I must say, if you were to lead her in a fool's paradise, as they say, 'twere very gross kind of behavior, as they say. For the gentlewoman is young, and therefore, if you were to deal double with her, 'twere very, very ill thing to be offered to any gentlewoman, and very weak dealing.
Nurse, commend me to the lady and mistress. I do protest unto thee.
Oh, I faith, I will. She shall be a joyful woman.
I bid her devise. Send her to Friar Lawrenceville this afternoon, and there she shall be shrived and married.
This afternoon, oh, she shall be there.
Farewell.
Oh, my mistress is the sweetest lady. Oh, it was a little prattling thing. Oh, there's one nobleman in town, one Paris, who would fain lay knife aboard, but she, good soul, would leave see a toad, a very toad, as see him. I anger her sometimes and tell her that Paris is a properer man. But when I do all warrant you, she turns as pale as any clout in the versal world. I commend to thy mistress, 1,000 times.
O mickle is the powerful grace that lies in plants, herbs, stones, and their true qualities. For not so vile that earth doth live, some special good to the earth doth give, nor aught so good but strained from that fair use, revolts against true birth, stumbling on abuse. Virtue itself turns vice being misapplied, and vice sometimes by actions dignified.
The clock struck 9 when I did send the nurse. In half an hour she promised to return. Oh God, she comes. Oh, honey nurse, what news? Hast thou met with him? Now, good sweet nurse. Oh, why lookest thou sad?
I am aweary. Give me leave a while, do you not see? Oh, how my bones ache, what a jaunt have I!
I would thou hadst my bones, and I thy news. Nay, come, I pray thee speak. Good nurse, speak.
What haste! Can you not stay a while? Do you not see that I'm out of breath?
How art thou out of breath when thou hadst breath, to say to me that thou art out of breath? Is thy news good or bad? Answer to that. Oh, let me be satisfied, it's good or bad.
Aye, you have made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a man. Romeo! Oh, not he! Aye, though his face be better than any man's, and for a hand, and a foot, and a body, though they must not be spoken on, their best compare. Aye, he's not the flower of courtesy, but I'll warrant him as gentle as a lamb.
But all this did I know before. What said he of our marriage? What of that?
Aye, my head! Aye, what a head have I! It beats as it would fall to 20 pieces. Oh, my back! Oh, the other side! Aye, be true! Your heart for setting me about to catch my death while jaunting up and down!
I faith, I am sorry that thou art not well. Sweet nurse, tell me, what says my love?
Your love says, like an honest gentleman, and a courteous, and a kind, and a handsome, and I'll warrant a virtuous. Oh, where is your mother?
Where is my mother? Why, she is within. Why should she be? How oddly thou repliest. Oh, your love says, like an honest gentleman. Oh, where is your mother? Come, what says Romeo?
Have you got leave to go to shrift today?
I have.
Then hie to Friar Lawrence's cell. There waits a husband to make you a wife. Go, 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 go. I'll to dinner. Hie you to the cell.
Hie to high fortune, honest nurse, farewell.
Farewell.
Virtue itself turns vice, being misapplied.
Vice being misapplied. Virtue itself turns vice being misapplied. Virtue itself turns vice being misapplied.
From forth the fatal loins of these two foes.
You see the grounds whereon these woes do lie.
A pair of star-crossed lovers.
But the true ground of all these piteous woes, we cannot, without circumstance,
Star-crossed lovers.
describe.
Wisely and slow, they stumble that run fast. These violent delights have violent ends, which as they kiss consume, like fire and powder. The sweetest honey is loathsome in its own deliciousness, and with its taste confound the appetite. So therefore love moderately, and long love doth so. Arriving as tardy is as quick as too slow.
I pray thee, good Mercutio, let's retire. The day is hot, the capitals are abroad. If we meet, we shall not escape a brawl. For these hot days is the mad blood stirring.
Thou art like one of these fellows that when he enters the confines of a tavern, claps me his sword upon the table and says, God send me no need of thee.
And by the second cup draws him on the drawer.
When indeed there is no need.
Am I like such a fellow?
Oh, come, thou art as hot a jack in thy mood as any in Italy.
Poor baby.
And soon moved to be moody, and soon moody to be moved.
And what two?
Nay, and there were two such, we should have none shortly, for one would kill the other. Thou wilt quarrel with a man for having a hair more or a hair less in his beard than thou hast. Thou hast quarreled with a man for cracking nuts, having no other reason than because thou hast hazel eyes.
What eye but such an eye would spy out such a quarrel?
Thy head is full of quarrels as an egg is full of meat.
And thy head has been beaten as idle as an egg for quarreling.
Thou hast quarreled with a man for coughing in the street, because he hath wakened thy dog that lay asleep in the sun.
Wait. Did Sal not fall out with a tailor for wearing his new doublet before Easter?
Or another for tying his new shoes with old ribbon.
And yet thou wilt tutor me from quarreling.
And if I were so apt to quarrel as thou art, any man should buy the simple fee of my life for an hour and a quarter.
The fee simple? Oh, simple.
By my head, here comes the Capulets.
By my heel, I care not.
Follow me close, for I will speak to them. Gentlemen, Green, a word with one of you?
And but one word with one of us? Couple it with something, make it a word and a blow.
You will find me apt enough to that, sir, and you will give me occasion.
Could you not take some occasion without giving?
Mercutio, thou consortest with Romeo.
Consort with? What? Dost thou make of us minstrels? And thou make minstrels of us look to hear nothing but discords. Here's my fiddlestick. That shall make you dance. Zounds, consort.
We talk here in the public haunt of men. Either withdraw unto some private place, or reason coldly of your grievances, or else depart. Here all eyes gaze upon us.
Men's eyes were made to look, and let them gaze. I will not budge for no man's pleasure, I.
May peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man.
But I'll be hanged, sir, if you wear your livery. Marry,
Romeo, the love I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason not to love thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage to such a greeting. Villain I am none. Therefore farewell, I see thou knowest me not.
Boy, this does not excuse the injuries that thou hast caused me. Therefore turn and draw.
I do protest. I never injured thee, but loved thee better than thou canst devise. Until thou shalt know the reason of my love, therefore, good Capulet, with a name I tender as dearly as my own, be satisfied.
Oh, come, dishonorable, vile submission! Tybalt, you rat catcher, will you walk?
What dost thou have with me?
Good king of cats, nothing but one of your 9 lives that I mean to make bold withal. And, as you shall use me hereafter, thrive eat the rest of the 8. Will you not pluck your sword out of his pilcher by the ears? Make haste, lest mine be about your ears ere it be out.
I am for you.
Come, sir.
Be careful.
Get that rat catcher.
Mercutio. Be careful.
Run.
Beat down the red ones.
I don't know where it is.
Get him.
What is noise? What dost thou here?
Throw us away!
I am hurt. Plague both your houses. Is he gone? Hath nothing? A scratch! Mary, 'tis enough?
Courage, man.
No, 'tis not so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church door, but 'tis enough. 'Twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man. The plague on both your houses! They have made worm's meat of me. I have it, and soundly too. Your houses. Oh, Romeo. Brave Mercutio is dead!
Oh. This day's black fate but begins the woe others must end. Alive in triumph, and Mercutio is slain. Now, Tybalt, take thee, villain, back again that thou latest gave me, for Mercutio's soul is but a little way above our heads, staying for thine to keep him company. Either thou or I, or both shall go with him.
Thou wretched boy that didst consort him here shall with him hence.
This shall determine that.
Romeo, away, be gone! What dost thou have with me? Stand! Not amazed! The prince will doom thee death if thou art taken, and be gone away!
Oh, I am fortune's fool.
Why dost thou stay?
Tybalt and Bolia. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, Prince! I can discover all the unlucky advantage of this fatal brawl. There lies the man slain by Romeo, who slew thy kinsman, brave Mercutio.
Tybalt. Oh, cousin. Oh, my brother's child. Oh, prince. Oh, cousin. Husband. Oh, the blood is spilled. Oh, princess, thou art true, for blood of ours shed blood of Montague. No, cousin. Cousin!
Benvolio, who began this fray?
Tybalt, there slain, whom Romeo's hand did slay. Romeo that spoke him fair, bidding me think how nice the quarrel was, and urged with all your high displeasure. All this uttered with gentle breath, calm look, knees humbly bowed, could not take truce with the unruly spleen of Tybalt, deaf to peace. An envious thrust from Tybalt hit the life of Sir Mercutio, and then Tybalt fled. But by and by comes back Sir Romeo, who had but newly entertained revenge. And to it they go like lightning, for ere I could draw to part them, was stout Mercutio slain. And as he fell, did Romeo turn and fly. This is the truth, or let Benvolio die.
Affection makes her false. She speaks not true, for some 20 of them fought in that black strife, and all those 20 could but kill one life. I beg of justice, which thou, prince, must give. For Romeo slew Tybalt. Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew him. He slew Mercutio. Who now the price of his dear blood doth owe?
Not Romeo, prince. He was Mercutio's friend. His fault concludes but what the law should end, the life of Tybalt.
And for that offense, do we immediately exile him? I will be deaf to pleading and excuses, nor tears nor prayers shall purchase out abuses. Therefore use none. Let Romeo hence in haste, for when he's found, that hour is his last.
Banishment. Be merciful. Say death, for hath more terror in his look, much more than banishment.
Hear from Verona that are banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without Verona walls, but purgatory, torture, hell itself.
O deadly sin, O rude unthankfulness! Thy fault our law calls death, but the prince taking thy part has turned the black word death to banishment. This is dear mercy, and thou seest not.
Mercy? 'Tis torture and not mercy. Heaven is here where Juliet lives.
Oh, come, night. Come, Romeo. Come, thou day and night. Oh, I have bought the mansion of love, but not possessed it. And though I am sold, not yet enjoyed, so tedious is this day, as is the night before some festival, to an patient child who hath new robes, but may not wear them.
And sayest thou that exile is not death? Hath no poison mixed, no sharp ground knife?
Oh, here comes my nurse. Oh, now, nurse, what news? Ay me, what news? Why dost thou wring thy hand?
Where is he? He's gone, he's killed, he's dead. We are undone, lady, we are undone. Oh, alack the day, he's gone, he's gone.
Can heaven be so envious?
Oh, Romeo can, though heaven cannot. Oh, Romeo, Romeo, whoever would have thought it? Romeo!
What devil art thou that must torment me thus? Hath Romeo slain himself? Say thou but I. If he be slain, say I. If not, no. Brief sounds determine my weal or woe.
Oh, Tybalt is gone, and Romeo banished. Romeo that killed him. He's banished.
Oh, God. Did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood?
It did, alack the day, it did.
Oh, flowering heart with a flowering face. Was ever book containing such vile matter, so fairly bound with the deceit, should dwell in such a gorgeous palace?
Oh, there's no trust, no faith, no honesty in man. Shame come to Romeo.
Blessed be thy tongue for such a wish. He was not born to shame. Upon his brow shame is a shame to sit. Oh, for 'tis a throne where honor may be crowned, so monarch of the universal earth. What a beast was I to chide at him.
Will you speak well of him that killed your cousin?
Shall I speak ill of him that is my husband? Oh, poor my lord. What tongue shall smooth thy name when I, thy 3 hours' wife, have mangled it? But wherefore, villain, didst thou kill my cousin? Oh, that villain cousin would have killed my husband. Oh, back, foolish tears, back to your native spring. Your tributary drops belong to woe, which you mistaking offer up to joy. My husband lives, that Tybalt would have slain, and Tybalt's dead, that would have slain my husband. Oh, this is comfort. Some word there was worse than Tybalt's death that murdered me. I would forget it vain, but oh, it presses to my memory like damned guilty deeds to sinners' minds. Tybalt is dead, and Romeo banished. Oh, that banished, that one word banished, hath slain 10,000 Tybalts. Romeo is banished. To speak that word, his father, mother, Tybalt, Romeo, Juliet, all slain, all dead. Oh, Romeo is banished. There is no end, no limit, measure bound in that word's death. No words can that woe sound. Romeo is banished. Where is my father and my mother, nurse?
Weeping and wailing over Tybalt's corpse. Will you to them? I will bring you thither.
Wash they his wounds with tears? Mine shall be spent when theirs are dry for Romeo's banishment. Oh, to my wedding bed, and death, not Romeo, shall take my maiden head.
I will bring you Romeo to comfort you. I wot well where he is. Hark, your Romeo will be here by night. I'll to him. He's in at Friar Lawrence's cell.
Oh, find him, and bid him come to take his last farewell.
Come forth, thou fearful man.
What less than doomsday is the prince's doom? There is no world without Verona walls.
Hide thyself, one approaches. O good Romeo, hide thyself.
Let me in, and you shall know my errand. I come from Lady Juliet.
Come in.
Oh, holy friar, where's my lady's lord? Where's Romeo?
On the floor with his tears made drunk.
Thou spakest of Juliet.
Yes. She says nothing, sir, but weeps and weeps.
Oh. Tell me, friar. Tell me, what a vile part of this anatomy doth my name lodge. Tell me that I might sack this hateful mansion.
Hold thy desperate hand. Thou slain Tybalt, wilt thou slay thyself, and slay thy lady who in thy life lives? Get thee to thy lady, as was decreed. Ascend her chamber, comfort her. Go before nurse. Bid all hasten the house to bed, which with great sorrow makes them up unto. Romeo is coming. Good night, dear Romeo. And here stands all your state. Give me thy hand. 'Tis late. Farewell.
Good evening, madame.
Sir Paris, I shall make a desperate tender of my daughter's love. I think she shall be ruled in all respects by me. Nay, I doubt it not. O Thursday, let it be then. O Thursday, she shall be married to this noble gentleman.
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
O Thursday, let it be then.
Wilt thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale, not the lark, that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear.
It was the lark, the herald of the morn. I must go and live, or stay and die.
Oh, I hence be gone away. It is the lark that sings so out of tune. More light and light it grows.
More light and light, more dark and dark our woes.
Oh, nurse.
Your lazy mother is coming to your chamber. The day's broke. Be wary. Look about.
Then window let day in and let life out.
Farewell. Farewell, one kiss and I'll descend.
Oh God, I have an ill divining soul. Methinks I see thee now, thou art below as one dead in the bottom of a tomb. Either my eyesight fails, or thou lookest pale.
Oh, daughter, are you up?
Oh, who is that calls? Is it my lady mother?
Why, how now, Juliet?
Oh, madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death. What? Wilt thou wash him from his grave with tears? Well, girl, thou weepst not so much for his death as that the villain lives which slaughtered him.
What villain, madam?
What villain? The same villain, Romeo. That is because the traitor, murderer lives. We will have vengeance for it, fear thou not, then weep no more. I'll send one in Montague where that same banished runagate doth live, shall give him such an unaccustomed dram that he shall soon keep Tybalt company. And then I hope thou wilt be satisfied. But now, I tell thee joyful tidings, girl. Early next morn, the gallant young and noble gentleman, the County Paris, shall happily make thee, a joyful bride.
Oh, you will not make me there a joyful bride. Oh, pray thee, tell my lord and father, madam, I will not marry yet, and when I do, I swear it shall be Romeo. Whom, you know I hate, rather than Paris.
Well, here comes your father. Tell him so yourself.
How now, a conduit girl? How now, wife? Hath you not delivered to her our decree?
Aye, sir, but she will none. She gives you thanks. I would the fool were married to her grave.
What, is she not proud? Does she not count her blessed? Is she not grateful that we have provided such a noble gentleman to be her bride?
Proud can I never be of what I hate.
What is this? But fettle your fine joints, 'gainst Thursday next, or I will drag thee on a hurdle thither. Out, you green sickness carrion! Out, you baggage, you tallow face!
By what? Are you mad?
Oh, good Father, I beseech you on my knees. Hear me with patience, but to speak a word.
I tell thee what, get thee to church, O Thursday, or never after look me in the face. Speak not, reply not, do not answer me, for by my soul I ne'er acknowledge thee. Wife, we scarce thought us blessed that God had lent us but this one child, but now I see that one was too many, and that we have a curse in having her.
God in heaven, bless her! You are wrong, my lord, to rate her so!
And why, my lady Wisdom, hold your tongue?
I speak no treason! May not one speak?
Peace, you mumbling fool!
You are too hot.
God's bread, it makes me mad. Day, night, hour, tide, time, work, play, alone in company, my care hath been removed to provide a gentleman of noble parentage, and have a wretched, puling fool answer, I'll not wed. Graze where you will, do not answer me, for by my soul I ne'er acknowledge thee.
Oh, sweet my mother, cast me not away. Delay this marriage for a month, a week, or if you do not, make the bridal bed in the dead monument where Tybalt lies.
Talk not to me, for I shall not say a word. Do as thou wilt, for I have done with thee.
Oh, nurse, what sayest thou? Hast thou not a word of joy, some comfort, nurse?
Faith, here it is. Romeo is banished, and told the world to nothing, that he dares ne'er come back to challenge thee, or if he doth it, it must be by stealth. Then, if the case stands as now it doth, I think it's best you marry with the county. Oh, he's a lovely gentleman. Why Romeo's a dishcloth to him. An eagle, madam, hath not so green, so quick, so fair an eye as Paris hath. Shrew, my heart, I think you are not happy in this second match, for it excels your first, or if it did not, your first is dead, or 'twere as good he were, as living here and you no use to him.
Speakest thou from thy heart?
And from my soul too, else beshrew them both.
Amen.
What?
Well, thou hast comforted me marvelous much. Go in and tell my lady I am gone, having displeased my father to Lawrence's cell, to make confession and to be absolved.
I shall, and this is wisely done.
Dange and damnation, O most wicked fiend! I'll go to the friar to seek his remedy. If all else fail, myself have power to die.
On Thursday next, sir. The time is very short.
My father Capulet will have it so, and I'm nothing slow to slack his haste.
You say you don't know the lady's mind.
Moderately-
Uneven is the course, I like it not.
Immoderately she weeps for Tybalt's death, and therefore have I little talk of love, for Venus smiles not in a house of tears. Now, sir, her father counts it dangerous that she do give her sorrow so much sway, and in his wisdom hastes our marriage to stop the inundation of her tears, which, too much minded by herself alone, may be put from her by society. Now, sir, do you know the reason of this haste? Happily met, my lady and my wife.
That must be, sir, when I may be a wife.
That maybe must be, love, on Thursday next.
What must be shall be.
Oh, that's a certain text.
Come you to make confession to this father?
Oh, to answer that, I should confess to you.
Do not deny to him that you love me.
I will confess to you that I love him.
So will you, I am sure, that you love me.
If I do so, it will be of more price, being spoke behind your back than to your face. Are you at leisure, Holy Father, now, or shall I come to you at evening mass?
My time serves me now, pensive daughter. Sir, we must entreat the time alone.
God shield I should disturb devotion. Juliet, early Thursday will I rouse you. Till then, adieu, and keep this holy kiss.
Oh, shut the door, and when thou hast done so, come weep with me. Past hope, past care, past hope.
Oh, Juliet, I already know thy grief. It strains me past the compass of my wits.
If in thy wisdom thou canst give no help, do thou but call my resolution wise, and with this knife I'll help it presently. Oh, be not so long to speak. I long to die, but thou speaks not a remedy.
Hold then. I do spy a kind of hope.
Oh, bid me leave rather than marry Paris from off the battlements of any tower, or walk in thievish ways, or bid me lurk where serpents are.
Hold then. Go home, be merry. Give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night, look to lie alone in thy chamber, and let the nurse not lie with thee. Take thou of this vial. Being then in bed, drinkest thou of this distilling liquor, when presently in thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor, which will not keep his native progress, but surcease. No warmth nor breath shall testify thou livest, and the roses from thy cheeks shall fade to poly ashes, and the windows to thine eyes shall shut, like death when he shuts up the day of life. All parts deprived of supple government shall, stiff, stark, cold, shall appear like death, and with this borrowed likeness of shrunk death, thou shalt continue 42 hours. So when thy bridegroom goes to rouse thee from thy chamber, there art thou dead. In the meantime, by my letters, Romeo shall know our drift, and hither shall he come. He and I shall watch thy waking, and that night he shall bear thee hence to Mantua.
Why, how now, my headstrong? Where have you been gadding?
Prince's cell, and gave him what becometh love I might, not stepping o'er the bounds of modesty.
This is well on it. Nurse, go with her. We'll to church tomorrow.
Oh, gentle nurse, I pray thee, leave me to myself tonight.
What are you busy, Ho? Need you my help?
No, madam, so please you. Let me now be left alone, and let the nurse this night sit up with you, for I am sure you have your hands full, all in this so sudden business.
Oh, good night. Get thee to bed and rest, for thou hast need.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. Come, vial. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No, this shall forbid it. Lie thou there. Oh, look! Methinks I see my cousin's ghost seeking out Romeo that did spit his body upon a rapier's point. Oh, stay, Tybalt, stay! Romeo, here's drink. I drink to thee.
What noise is here? Help! Help! No!
Oh, sir, go you in, and sir, go within.
What shall we do? Juliet, flower, love, life.
Sir, go you in, and go within. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead. A strange dream that gives a dead man leave to think and breath with such life, with kisses in my lips that I revived and was an emperor. Balthazar, how doth my Juliet, that I ask again, for nothing can be ill if she be well?
And her immortal part with angels' lives, sir.
Is it e'en so?
Yes, sir.
Then I deny you, stars!
I'm so sorry.
I will hence tonight.
I do beseech you, sir. Your looks are wild and pale. You do import some misadventure, though.
Tush, thou art deceived. Leave me. Hast thou no letters to me from the friar?
No, sir.
No matter. Get thee gone.
I'm sorry, sir.
Well, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. O mischief, thou art swift to enter the thoughts of desperate men. I do remember an apothecary, and hereabouts he dwells. What ho, apothecary!
Who calls so loud?
Come hither, man. Give me a dram of poison, such soon speeding gear that I will ingest and will go through all the veins.
Such mortal drugs I have. But man too is law, is death to any he that utters them.
Art thou so bare and full of wretchedness and fearest to die? The world is not thy friend, nor the world's laws. The world affords no law by making thee rich. Then be not poor, but break it and take this.
My poverty, but not my will consents.
I pay thy poverty and not thy will.
Here. Take this, and put it in any liquid thing you will, and drink it off. For if you had the strength of 20 men, it would dispatch you straight.
Come cordial, and not poison. I must go to Juliet's grave where I must use thee.
Brother.
Welcome from Mantua. What sayest Romeo? Or, if his mind be writ, give me his letter.
Going to find a barefoot brother out, one of our order to associate me, here in the city visiting the sick and finding him the searches of the town, suspecting that we both were in a house where the infectious pestilence did reign, sealed up the doors and would not let us forth, so that must be to me too where they were stayed.
Who bear my letter then, to Romeo?
I could not send it. Here it is again.
In 3 hours shall Juliet awake. She will beshrew me much that Romeo not know of these accidents. I'll write again to Mantua, and keep her at my chamber till he come. Poor undead corpse, closed in a dead man's tomb.
Oh, sweet flower. Who wanders this way tonight? What? With a torch?
Hold. Take this letter. Early in the morning, deliver it to my lord and father.
I will leave, sir, and I will not bother you, sir.
Thou shalt show me friendship. Farewell, live and be prosperous.
Goodbye, Romeo.
Stop thy unhallowed toil, vile Montague. Can vengeance be pursued further than death? I apprehend thee. Obey and go with me, for thou must die.
I must indeed, and therefore came I hither. Good, gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man. Fly hence and be gone. Think upon these gone. Let them affright thee. Oh, I beseech thee, youth, put not another sin upon my head by urging me to fury. Be gone. Oh, heaven, I love thee better than I love myself, for I came armed against myself. Be gone and live, and hereafter say a madman's mercy bid thee run away.
I do defy thy combination, and apprehend thee for a felon here.
Wilt thou provoke me? Have at thee, boy.
Ha! 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 Oh! I am slain! If thou be merciful, open the tomb and lay me with Juliet.
Dear Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? Shall I believe that unsubstantial death is amorous, and that the lean, abhorrent monster keep thee here in dark to be his paramour? For fear that I will stay with thee, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Here where thy worms are chambermaids, here will I set up my everlasting rest, and shake the yoke of inauspicious stars from this world-wearied flesh. Eyes, look your last. Arms, take your last embrace. And lips, oh, you doors of breath, seal with a righteous kiss a bargain of engrossing death. Come, unsavory conduct. Come, bitter guide. Here's to my love. Oh, true apothecary, thy drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss I die.
What? No. Romeo. What's here? Poison, I see, hath been its timeless end. Oh, churl, drunk all, and left no friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. Haply some poison yet doth hang on them, to make me die with a restorative. Thy lips are warm. Your noise. Then I'll be grieved. Oh, happy dagger, this is thy sheath. There rust, and let me die.
For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.
O heavens, O strife!
Oh, thou untaught! Oh, me!
Capulet! Montague! Seal up thy mouth of outrage for a while. Do you not see what a scourge is laid upon thy hate? That heaven finds means to kill your joys with love. And I, for winking at your discords, have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished.
O brother Montague, give me thy hand.
But I can give thee more.
Have taught these sad things. Some shall be punished,
And some punish it.
For never was a story of more woe than this.
Of Juliet.
And her Romeo.